What's up guys, Yasser here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about Pure Malt by Mugler. So it's no longer Thierry Mugler, it's only going to be Mugler going forward. So Thierry Mugler is a designer brand which is into clothing, and Thierry Mugler, who has designed his own brand, has renamed his brand as Mugler, which is why you see the difference now in the name. This is the 2019 batch. All the previous batches had Thierry Mugler in the packaging. So the fragrance has not changed. Overall, it is not owned by somebody else. Thierry Mugler, who is a designer himself, owns the brand even now, but he has renamed the brand as Mugler, which is why you would only see Mugler in all the latest batches that you buy. So Mugler fragrance is no longer available in India or in the UAE in the past 1.5 years. I've been trying really hard to get this one in the past 1.5 years. And I had to finally ask my friend to get it from London. And thanks to him for getting it from London. He got it from a department store in the UK which is called House of Fraser. So I was told that House of Fraser has most of the fragrance brands. I've already unboxed this for testing purpose. I've already tested this fragrance on my skin a few days back so that I can provide my opinion about this fragrance. It's not the first time I've smelled this. I did smell this 2 years back in Dubai when I visited Dubai. It was available in Dubai back in the days, and it's no longer available there, which is why I had to ask my friend to get it from London. It has this tiny booklet inside the packaging which just lists about the brand. So now let's talk about how exactly it smells. Most reviewers say this is a boozy fragrance. I do agree with that. So it is a boozy fragrance, but mixed with honey, vanilla, and slightly woody notes in the background. So that's how it smells. So it's a boozy fragrance mixed with vanilla, honey, and a bit of woody notes in the background. So now let's talk about how exactly it performs. So since I've already tested this on my skin few days back, the first 1 hour it projected really good, and in the second hour it did project, but it was slightly lesser compared to the first 1 hour. So after the second hour it stays a lot closer to the skin and it does not project. But the best part is it stays on your skin for a really long time, which is 10 hours plus, and that's what I got on my skin. So it easily stayed for about 10 to 12 hours on my skin. But that does not mean that it projects really good for 10 hours and people around you can smell it for 10 hours. So it projects only for 2 hours and then it becomes a skin scent. But as a skin scent, it plays the role for the next 8 to 10 hours. So after 4 hours, I actually had to smell it from this close to identify if it's still there or not. And it actually stayed that way for 10 to 12 hours, which is a good thing. Majority of them say that the newer formulation does not last longer. Probably they are comparing it with the first batches, which was known to be a beast performer. I personally don't own the first batch, so I cannot really comment on that. But otherwise, if you consider this to be the first batch, which is the 2019 batch, then I would definitely say that it's a good performing fragrance, because it projected really good for the first 2 hours. Then it stayed as a skin scent for 8 hours. So overall I got about 10 plus hours. So I could actually smell it from this close for nearly 12 hours. But some people say that it stayed on your skin only for 6 hours. Possible, because every fragrance performs differently on different skin. Most of the fragrance do not last long on people who have dry skin. And some people may not like it in the first 1 hour because it still has that typical Angelman DNA in the initial spray, which some people may not like it because it has that rubbery tar note in the initial spray. But this is a smoother version of that, because the original Angelman smells too harsh in the opening. This does have the similar note in the opening, but it's a lot more smoother in Pure Malt. And Fragrantica says that it has orange and lemon in the top notes, but I personally do not get any of those notes. So it starts with the Angelman DNA of rubbery and tar note, but a lot smoother version of that. And then after 1 hour, it starts with the honey and vanilla note. And after the 2 hours, the honey, vanilla and the woody note in the background plays the role. And that's when I actually like the fragrance. So I personally did not like the initial first hour of how it smells. It is fine, but not so great. But after the 2 hours mark, it actually smells really good because of the honey, vanilla and woody that plays the major role. So that's about how it performs. So to conclude, it projects really good for the first 2 hours, and then it stays as a skin scent for the next 8 hours. So overall you get a performance of 10 to 12 hours. So now coming to the occasions as to when you can actually wear this. I would personally recommend that you use this as your winter fragrance because this does not suit hot temperatures at all. This is more of a colder weather fragrance because of the honey, vanilla and woody note, and it smells really good when the atmosphere is cooler. So try using this in the winter. Do not judge this fragrance using it in the summer because you're not going to like it, because it gives a very dusty feel when it is exposed to heat. So use it in the winter, or you can definitely use it if you're working in an air-conditioned environment. But if you're working in a closed room, do not overspray this because people might feel choked because it is really strong in the first 2 hours. So try using this in outdoor occasions during the winter time. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Hit on the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time in another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.